Hello, and welcome to an introductory video for Methodist Women in Britain, which aims to tell you about some of the things which we do. As part of the British Methodist Church, we are self-financing, primarily through donations, and we are run on a volunteer basis. We focus mainly on supporting and enabling women while we raise awareness and campaign against injustices. We are motivated by our faith, seeking to follow the example of Jesus Christ. Methodist Women in Britain formed in 2011, building on the previous work of Women's Network, the predecessor. We are federated with the World Federation of Methodist and Uniting Church Women, which is quite a mouthful, and so we form the British and Irish unit of that body, which gives us links to Methodist women across the world. As I said, we are led by volunteers and funded by donations. Our primary aim is to connect women with an interest in creative spirituality and a passion for global social justice. And so to help us to do that, we hold conferences and residential events, and we produce printed and online resources from time to time and engage in social justice campaigns. Our trustees are made up of a representative from each of the Methodist districts across the country, plus an executive group, a rep on the World Day of Prayer National Committee, and a Helen Kim Memorial Scholar, which is part of the World Federation aimed at younger women. The executive, usually 5 members, carry the work forward between the twice-yearly forum or trustees meetings. Our work is encompassed within 4 main areas that we focus on. These are largely based upon the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, and they are creative spirituality, a world church focus, global social justice, and resourcing and enabling. So here you see the 17 Sustainable Development Goals developed by the UN to work towards a more equitable world for everyone. Included in our activities is the writing of a service known as the Easter Offering Service, which we gift to the church on an annual basis. It is normally used by churches and groups of churches, and any financial donations made go in their entirety to support the work of the Church's World Mission Fund and the 65 partner churches around the world. In 2021, for the first time, there will be an online video version of the service on YouTube, so that people can join in wherever they are. And here are some examples of previous Easter offering service themes. We support the World Day of Prayer, which works with women worldwide. The service highlights different areas, sharing something of their culture as well as their faith. In 2021, the service was prepared by women in Vanuatu, and they took part in recording their service, which was shared across the world. Methodist Women in Britain use some of their financial resources to support individuals and groups of women in Britain and overseas through small-scale grants and bursaries. Groups across the world are supported with small-scale gifts, such as seed funding for a training program or a start-up for a small business that will enable women to become more independent. Applications for funds are considered carefully and agreed by the trustees at forum. Around 250 women attend a residential weekend each year to share together and learn about issues of social justice. The 2021 conference will focus on the work to prevent human trafficking and to support victims of trafficking. The keynote speaker will be Sister Imelda Poole, who is based in Albania, which is a hub for traffickers, largely due to its economic and geographical situation. Executive members have opportunity from time to time to undertake observational and fact-finding visits to parts of the world where people, particularly women, are in need of support. In recent years, those have been visits to India, the north of India, Greece, Germany, Bolivia, and most recently Mexico. We also support campaigns such as the Thursdays in Black, which works towards the elimination of gender-based violence, female genital mutilation, and Reset the Debt, the latter aimed to help the over 6 million people in Britain, the families forced into debt because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Methodist Women in Britain will mark their 10th anniversary in 2021, and although celebrations will be restricted to a degree by the effects of the pandemic, we hope to mark the occasion in several ways, so please look out for details. You can find out more about our many activities by using the details above. We intend to add more to our YouTube channel in the coming months, so watch out for details.